in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run with Sanders. And the Seahawks are 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Huh? Oh, I'm playing Darius. We just started.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
New England.
So you was shutting out, man. Y'all be getting back there so fast. Oh, that jump. Man, that jump pissed me off.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Come on, let's go. My defense right here doing work too. Appreciate you, bro.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard
Appreciate you, bro.
line.
Let me play this game, man.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. They're thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 65 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
To number 24.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at their 49-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
7-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
There defensively.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's coming. Double
They'll run with Sanders. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And the Patriot 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
By number 11.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold them under pressure, and they got to him again. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Seahawks 28.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Down at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
3-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
41-yard.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 28.
2nd and 2. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a carry for Sanders. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Patriots.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Sony Michel,
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Patriot first down.
Now they try the right side here. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one will be accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Fights through and now a crease. And he's fleeing.
Bro, you can't. That's some bull right there. Good game, dog. That is some bull.
The Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.